Welcome to Adobe Illustrator. First things first, I want to make sure that I match my desktop with what you see. And so there's a couple ways we can do that. I'm going to set the desktop to a specific preset setting. I'm going to go ahead and go through that with you right now. So we're going to go up to Window, and we're going to go to Workspace. And right now mine is highlighted on Layout. But we also want to reset the workspace so we can get all the default windows popped up so we can start to create the workspace that you're going to be seeing throughout this part of the class. So I'm going to go down to Reset Layout. So it doesn't matter what you're on right now, just go ahead and reset the layout and go back up to Window and go to Workspace. Okay, so we have Layout and we also reset the layout so it's back to where it would be if you first opened Adobe Illustrator. So this is the default. I have the 2019 version of Adobe Creative Cloud. So your version may be slightly different. Most of the tools are going to be the same, but just letting you know I'm teaching in the 2019 updated version, and there's some new tools, and I'll talk to you throughout the class about which tools may not be included in which versions as I use them. So let's get our windows to match. So now we're going to eliminate some windows I don't believe we're going to be using through the class. Just kind of cleans up your desktop area and you don't feel like you have so many options screaming at you. It kind of simplifies your environment. So we are going to use the Transform panel. We are going to use the Align panel. The swatches and the color panel are very, very important, so we're going to leave those in place. The color guide, I'm just going to go ahead and slide that out and going to go ahead and close that window for now. So we just have colors and swatches here. Gradient, we're going to be using gradients a lot in this class, so let's keep that. Stroke is a very highly used panel that I like to always keep open and available, so make sure that is in a nice prominent position. Artboards, I'm going to go ahead and close that for now. We are going to talk about artboards, but let's try to simplify our layout here. We can always bring a new window open at another time. I'm also going to close down libraries. I'm going to keep my layers panel here so I can go ahead, you can drag these and combine them together. So I'm going to put my layers panel along with these other two panels. So I have a nice simple layout. You can also have some pull out options here. So character and paragraph are very important. The open type, not as much for this particular class. So I'm just deleting anything I don't need. So these character and paragraph and this little pull out menu is important to keep on there. Just kind of going through all of these. That's a repeat. Okay, we'll leave these in for now. But what I'd like to do is take this character and paragraph panels and go ahead and drag them out of that little extra pull-out menu because they are so important and so readily used. So now I was able to kind of create this own little module. And I'm going to go ahead and slide that right over here by color. And so now I have swatches, color, character, and paragraph. So you can even bring color. Let's see, we can kind of arrange these in a particular way. Let's bring stroke up here to the top. And you don't have to have it exactly like me, but as long as you have these particular windows available, you can arrange them how you feel comfortable. If you see a window missing or you accidentally close out a window, just go up to Window and you can bring out any of these. That I talk about through the class. So if I start talking about the brushes and you're not seeing the brush window, just go to Window and click on Brushes and you'll be able to bring that window out and you could drag it and create whatever window you'd like or arrangement of windows. And same thing with some of these I don't use very frequently and some of them I will use daily. So that's how you bring out windows. And so we have our desktop set up. So now that we have our desktop set up, the next few lessons are going to go over the basics, tools, and layout of Illustrator. And then I'm going to move on to the pen tool and then some more advanced tools as we work on projects. We'll be able to do projects together and work with those tools as we do it. So this is the point in the class, the next 30 to 45 minutes, where you can start to skip a lesson or two if you already feel comfortable about that topic. So the next few lessons are going to be very basic. If you already feel comfortable with a little bit of the basics of Illustrator, feel free to skip around a few lessons until you get to the level, or if you want to skip right to that project development part of the class, please feel free to take this class at your own pace.